A lot has been changing in the publishing industry over the past few years. And one of the things that has made a significant difference to publishing and authors and publishers' ability to sell books is that Barnes & Noble, which is one of the main retailers of books in the United States, started to deprioritize stocking hardcovers and prioritize paperbacks. And this happened specifically in certain genres and age categories, and publishers weren't really prepared for that. So they had a lot of books coming out in hardcover that they anticipated would be stocked by Barnes & Noble, and then Barnes & Noble only took some of those. We saw this happen a lot in adult sci-fi and fantasy, which you'll notice now a few years later, a lot of adult sci-fi fantasy books come out paperback first now because that gives them more opportunity to be stocked in Barnes & Noble, which helps them find their audience. Whereas if they came out hardcover first and Barnes & Noble chose not to stock them, they wouldn't have as much of a chance. We also saw this happen with the middle grade section in Barnes & Noble. And more recently, this has happened with YA. So if you're a Barnes & Noble shopper, you might have noticed that there used to be a lot of shelves of hardcover, but probably now at your store, there's maybe like 2 or 3 shelves of hardcover and the rest of the YA section is paperback. So my book debuted last year, and it was right when this shift was starting to happen. And my hardcover was one of the books that Barnes & Noble just decided to not really support. You could find 1, maybe 2 copies in some Barnes & Noble, but most of the Barnes & Noble in the country did not stock it. And because of that, my book did not perform as well as my publisher would have liked. Now, I'm really lucky that they really believe in the book. So something that they did is they actually redesigned the cover and gave it a new name for the paperback release in hopes that that would make Barnes & Noble more excited about stocking the paperback so that when the paperback comes out, maybe my book can hopefully find its audience. Anyhow, for the next few days, Barnes & Noble is having a pre-order sale, or all pre-orders of their books are 25% off, and my paperback is available for pre-order at the moment. And if Barnes & Noble sees that there's a lot of interest in a given book, that is really going to motivate them to stock it when it is on shelves. So anyone who would be interested in a Renaissance-inspired magic school with a very messy love triangle, jousting on hoverboards, Renaissance art historical conspiracies and secret societies, go ahead and pre-order Academy of Muses by Andrea Max today and help support this author whose book kind of flopped and really wants to find her audience.